Mark chapter 2. Kay esel ton palin es Kaparnaum di Hermeron. Guste hoti enoikoi estin. And of him having entered again into Capernaum through days, it was heard that he is in a house. Gai synökte san polloi, and many were gathered. Hoste mörketi, koren mördeta prostern tyran, so that no longer to be room, neither even toward the door. Gai elale autois ton logon, and he was speaking to them the word. Gai erkontai perontes prosauton paralytikon aeromenon hypotesaron. And they were coming, bringing to him a paralytic, being borne by 4. Gai me dynamenoi prosenenkai autoi, and not being able to bring to him diatonoklon through the crowd, apestegasan, dern stegen hopu urn. They were de-roofing the roof where he was being. Gai exoruxantes kalosi. And having dug through, they were letting down don grabaton hopu hoparalytikos kateketo. They were letting down the bed where the paralytic was being laid. Kai idon ho Jesu stern pistinauton lege toi paralytikoi teknon apien taisu hai hamaratiai. And Yeshua, having seen their faith, is saying to the paralytic, "Child, thy sins are forgiven." San detines ton grammateon eke katermenoi kai dialogizomenoi entais karadiais auton. And there were some of the scribes there, sitting and reasoning in their hearts. Hutos lale. Who is this thus speaking? Blaspheme. He is blaspheming. Disdunatai. Apienai hamaratia zeme hes hoteos. Who is able to be forgiving sins, if not one, the God? Kai eutus epignus ho Iesus toi pneumati autu. And immediately Yeshua, having known in his spirit, hoti hutos dialogizontai en autois, that thus they were reasoning in their hearts, in themselves. Lege autois, he is saying to them, Titauta dialogizeste entais cardiais humon. What these things are ye are reasoning in your hearts. Diestin eukopoteron. What is easier labor? Pen toi paralytikoi, to say to the paralytic, apien daisu, hai hamaratiai, thy sins are being forgiven thee, are being forgiven. Epen, or to be saying, or to say, that is, sorry. Egere, be thou arising, kai Aaron, and take up ton krabatonsu, thy bed, kai hypage, and go. Be thou going. Hina te e döte, hoti exousia neke ho huios tu anthropu epites gus apienai hamartias, lege toi paralytikoi, but so that ye should have known that the Son of the Man is having authority upon the earth to be forgiving sins. He is saying to the paralytic, Solego, to thee I am saying, egere Aaron ton krabatonsu, kai hypage eston oikonsu. Be thou arising, take thou up thy bed, and be thou going into thy house. Kai ergerte, kai eutus aras ton krabaton, eselten aras ton krabaton, exelten embrosten panton. And he arose, and immediately, having taken the bed, he went out before all. Hoste existastai pantas, kai doxadzen ton theon legontas, hoti huto su depote edamen. So that all were to be amazed and to be glorifying the God, saying that thus never we saw. Kai exulten palin estern talassan. And he went again into the sea, or toward the sea. Kai pas ho oklos erketo prosauton. And all the crowd was coming to him. Kai edidasken autus, and he was teaching them. Kai paragon eden, leuen ton tu alpaiu katermenon epito delonion. And passing by, he saw Lewe, the one of Alpaiu, sitting upon the tax table. Delonion, tax place. Gailege autoi, and he is saying to him, Akolute moi, be thou following me, Gai anastas kolute sanautoi. And having arisen, he followed him. Gai ginetai katakestai autonentoi oikiai autu. And it was being him to be sitting or reclining in the house of him, in his house. Kai polloi telonai kai hamaratoloi synanekento toi Yeshu kai tois matertai sautu. And many tax collectors and sinners were together reclining with Yeshua and with his disciples. San gar polloi kai kolutu nautoi. For many were being and following, and they were following him. For there were many, and they were following him. Kai grammates, kai ton parisaion, also scribes and and Perishim, scribes of the Perishim, kai idontes hoti erstien metaton telonon, and having seen that he is eating with the tax collectors, kai hamaratolon, and the sinners, elegon tois matertai sautu, they are saying to his disciples, hoti metaton telonon kai hamaratolon estie kai bine, that with the tax collectors and sinners he is eating and drinking. He is drinking. Gayakusas ho Yeshus, and Yeshua, having heard, legeautois, is saying to them, Ukrea nekusin hois kuontes iatru. The strong ones are not having a need of a doctor. Al hoikako secontes, but those having badly, those sick. Ukelton kalesai, dikaius al hamaratolus. I have not come to call righteous ones, but sinners. Gai san hoimatertai, Johannu gai hoi parisaioi, nersteuontes. And the disciples of Yohanan and the Perishim were fasting. Kai erkontai kai legusin autoi, and they are coming and they are saying to him, Diati hoimata taio hannu kai hoimata taiton parishayu shayon nersteusin. Through what the disciples of Yohanan and the disciples of the Perishim are fasting. Hoidesoi mater tai unersteusin. But thy disciples are not fasting. Kai epen autois ho Jesus. But Yeshua said to them, Me dynantai hoi huioi tu, nymponos en hoi ho nympios metautonestin, nersteuin. The sons of the bridegroom, the sons of the bride chamber are not being able, in which time the bridegroom is with them, to be fasting. Hoson chronon ekusin ton nympion metauton, udunantai nersteuin. As long a time they are having the bridegroom with them, they are not able to be fasting. Eleusontai de hermerai hotan haparatei apauton honympios. But days will come when the bridegroom be taken from them. Kai tote nersteususin en kene tei hermerai, and then they shall fast in that day. Ude sepiblema rakus agnapu epirapte epihimation palaion. Nobody, a patch of torn cloth that is unprepared, unshrunk, is he sewing upon an old garment. Edemer, but if otherwise, aire to pleroma apautu, the fullness is taking from it, or the patch, that is, the thing supposed to be filling is taking from it. To kainon tu palayu, the new, from the old. Kai keron schisma ginetai, and a worse tear is becoming. Kai udes palle oinon neon esaskus palaius, and nobody is throwing new wine into old wineskins. Edemer, but otherwise, rökse ho oinos tu saskus, the wine is ripping the wineskins, tearing the wineskins. Kai ho oinos o pollutai, and the wine is being destroyed. Kai ho askoi, and also the wineskins. Kai egeneto auton entoi sabbasin paraporeuestai diaton sporimon. And it happened, and it happened, him to be passing through in the Shabbat, diaton sporimon, through the grain fields. Kai hoimata taiautu, erksanto, hodon poyen, tillontes tu stakuas. And his disciples began to make journey, plucking off the ears. Kai hoi parisaioi elegon hautoia, and the Parishim was saying to him, Ide, behold, tipoiusin toi sabbasin ho ukexestin. What they are doing in the Shabbat, which is not being lawful. Kai lege autois, and he is saying to them, Udepote, anegnote. Not once ye have read, Ti epoiasen Dawid, what Dawid effectuated, hote crea nesken, when he had a need, kai epenasen autos, kai hoimetautun, and he hungered, he and those with him. Pos eselten eston oikon tu teu, epi abiatar archiareos, kai tu sartus tes proteseos epagen. How he entered into the house of the God upon Abiatar the archpriest, the high priest, and the breads of the presence, of the setting forth, he ate. Hus ukexestin pagen emer tus hieres, which breads it is not lawful to eat if not the priests. Kai edoken kai tois sunautoi usin, and he gave also to those with him, being with him. Kai elegen autois, and they are saying, and he is saying to them, to sabbaton diaton nantropon, egeneto, the Shabbat through the man it became, kai ukoanthropos diato sabbaton, and not the man through the Shabbat. Hoste kyrios este, ho hyos tu anthropu, kai tu sabbatu. Likewise, or so that Lord he is. The Son of the Man is Lord also of the Shabbat.